Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Get to the floor, what you waiting for? 'Cause we about to be straight to the top. Waiting so long, and now it's my time to show 'em all that it's not in the game. I don't care what I'm looking like, I just gotta show you that I'm not going nowhere. If you found it, I don't doubt it. Show me that you're showing up about it, about it.
Welcome to the Life in the Now broadcast. I'm your host, Nicky Yarborough, and today we have a very special topic we want to talk about. You know, this broadcast basically is about living life in the now. Being a Christian, how can we apply the word that we get into our everyday life? And, you know, we're going through some real life issues as Christians, but a lot of times we don't have an outlet to discuss different things. So today we have a show for our Christian singles. Whether you're male or female, we're going to talk about different issues today, different things that we go through as single Christians. So I want to introduce you to my two guests. I have Mr. Greg Spates here. He's also a minister of music. He ministers at his father's church. And I have Miss L. Michelle, who's with me, who's the producer of the Life in the Now broadcast. So sit back and enjoy the show. Listen to what we have to say. All right, let's do it, y'all. We got a lot to say.
Well, this is cool. You know, it's cool to be able to talk about single life because we talk about it anyway.
Yeah.
The reality is we're all friends.
Mm-hmm.
We laugh, we joke, and thank God we have friends during this process.
Yes. I thank God for that because that has truly helped me to just cope with life after divorce and being single again, and this is my third year or whatever, or maybe going on 4. I just don't keep up with the numbers, but I'm on 33. You know,
I'm on 33 years strong.
But you know,
35 over here.
Wow! But you know, we've all been in some relationships. Some not too good. Some bad, some wasn't our fault, some was our fault, you know. I'm not going to throw the blame out there, but it's just now it's time to talk about it. It's time to discuss what's going on in our lives, in our minds, what we think about, how we view being single, because sometimes I have to be honest. I get tired of y'all. I'm serious. Are we rolling? You know, really, I'm like, can I have a Friday night without Greg and Elle? Like, I need a real day.
She took the camera time to put us out.
But God, Lord, I'm waiting on you. You know what I need in my life, and I thank God for y'all. But I do, you know, get just a little agitated sometimes. I can't believe
that we got thrown out.
But Greg, how do you feel about it?
I mean, it's like you're saying, you know, it's a blessing to have.
It is.
Friends.
It is.
It's a blessing to have good friends, you know, cook a little something. Have a little something to eat.
Yeah.
But like you said, you know, the Lord's desire, it is our desire for special someone in our life.
Right.
And it does get a little challenging sometimes. You know, but again, having good friends that are saved.
Right.
You know,
Thank you.
You know, it's something to have good saved friends because it helps. The Bible says, you know, an idle mind that was playground.
And that's so true, Greg. I'm serious. I don't care how saved you are and how many tongues you speak in. La ba la la ba shaka.
Get out there on that seesaw,
the devil will really, he will take that ride. So that's a good point,
That's
Greg.
That's true.
Yeah, so when you have good friends, you know, it definitely helps out a lot. Yeah. But it does get challenging at times.
It does. It does.
I'm glad y'all said that because, I mean, how many times have we gone through the phases, you know what, you should be okay being single because God is using you. Yeah. And that is true. And it makes you feel bad when you don't feel good about being single. Y'all can't. I'm going to open up the real can of worms because After this show, maybe I won't be single. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Throw it out there.
But I'm being for real. So I think it's good to have saved friends who really keep it real.
Right.
And say that in this flesh suit that we're in, it is hard to come home alone. God is with you. But I think Bishop Noel Jones said it best. He is a spirit.
Yes.
I would like someone here
and now
alongside of me.
Right.
know,
That's
so-
good because, I can't even imagine you guys. I mean, 35,
33, 35.
But you've been in relationships.
That's
so
true.
Just because I've been married, I'm not even gonna talk about that.
Okay.
But being snatched
Oh man.
away or out of a covenant. You're in a covenant for 7 years.
Okay.
You married for 7 years, and you're used to having your family. You're used to coming home, cooking, cleaning, and just having that whole family life or whatever.
Yeah.
And then one day, really, it's like it's over. It's done. I mean, there are things that led up to that, but one day it was over.
For real.
For real.
Yeah.
And going from 7 years of that into, oh my God, what to do? Like, God help me in this situation, getting over the hurt, getting over the pain of going through that, but getting yourself acclimated as a single woman who loves God and who really does not want to compromise her values and her stance as far as being who God has called you to be in this single life. You know what I'm saying? And still living this flesh, which the flesh will rise up on you. It will fail you
every time.
So that has been, I've been through that whole process, but I'm not going to sit here and say that's been an easy thing. It's been very hard.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Being freely to be able to be in a relationship and you just like whatever to, being snatched out and like, okay, learn how to be single. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how to be single. So, when I meet people, this may be a problem, but I treat them like I'm married. That'll run somebody away. Like I have to reprogram my mind to this dating. You're single. You can't just meet someone and like, oh, you're the one, you're my husband. No, come on now. You can't be all green like that. But I really had to learn, like, okay, they're going to come and they're going to go. That's not your husband. You need to just, learn how to walk this process out. Tell me a little bit about the process, y'all process. That's a little bit about my process.
Brother?
I can.
You could go first, brother.
Well, you raised some very interesting points there. Now we are single, but we haven't been married before.
Right.
Yep.
As you have.
That's
it's
true.
a different dynamic, whereas, we are comfortable on our singleness. Now we're married, and now to be single, like you said, it's having to make that transition.
Yeah.
May not at all be easy because
it wasn't
living a married life.
Come on,
exactly.
So we're not just having somebody there.
Right.
Living a married life.
Exactly.
So to go from that to being single, now that's something that we have had to have dealt with because again, never having been married.
Exactly.
Right.
Living saved, living holy. So that's not easy all the time. Especially when you talked about putting our faith in the flesh.
Oh man,
the flesh will fail us every time.
Every
time. Can we just make a public service announcement
Don't
here?
put yourself.
Your flesh will fail you. God
every
will
time.
not fail you.
Right.
But if you put confidence, I've had several Christian badges knocked off. Putting my confidence in this right here. And I think we need to talk real like this because there are people who are like us who want to live this lifestyle. This is a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
It is not
it's
a fairy tale.
Too.
It's not a fairy tale. It is a real lifestyle.